Is everyone ready? Let's get ready for chemistry!
Resonance structures! At the end of the previous video, I showed you how to draw Lewis dot structures. But perhaps you were wondering, when I have a situation where I need to make a double bond, who gets the double bond? Should I make a double bond to this oxygen? Should I make a double bond to this oxygen? Or should I make a double bond to this oxygen? Or does it really matter? The answer is, yes, it matters. So which oxygen gets the double bond? The answer is, all of them, but only one at a time. A resonance structure shows all of the possible locations a double bond can be. So, I could give the double bond to this oxygen up top. That is a possibility. Or I could give the oxygen to this oxygen down in the lower right corner. That is a possibility. Or I could give the double bond to this oxygen down here in the lower left corner. That is a possibility. So all of these three options are all possible. So what I would need to do is I would need to show all of the possible places a double bond can be, and then I would need to connect these with double arrows. So these are the resonance structures for the nitrate ion. And then if it is an ion, you draw square brackets around the whole mess and put the charge in the upper right corner. You don't put square brackets around each resonance structure. So this is showing the possible location for every double bond. We drew the Lewis dot structure for carbon disulfide, and we decided that this was the correct Lewis dot structure. In fact, this structure would have resonance structures. So let's go back to just before we drew any double bonds. The molecule looked something like that. Let's work through all of the possible places this double bond could be. First of all, could we make a double bond with the sulfur on the right? Yes? Unfortunately, the central atom still does not have an octet, so we need to make a second double bond. So initially we decided to put the double bond on the other sulfur and split them evenly. But can't you decide to put the double bond on the same sulfur that you had the original double bond on and make a triple bond? Couldn't you decide to do that? And the answer is, of course. So I could give a triple bond to the sulfur on the right and a single bond to the sulfur on the left. Or I could give a triple bond to the sulfur on the left and a single bond to the sulfur on the right. So possible resonance structures, these are all possible resonance structures for carbon disulfide. So what's my answer for my Lewis dot structure? These three here. The carbonate ion needed to have resonance structures because we have a possibility of where we want to draw the double bond. There are three possible places to draw this double bond. We could draw the double bond here, or we could draw the double bond here, or we could draw the double bond here. If you do this, you have failed miserably, because now the carbon has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 electrons around it, and you have to stop making double bonds when you get to 8. So you only want to make one double bond at a time until you get to 8 valence electrons on the central atom. So what we'll do is we will share a pair of electrons with the central atom, and then we're going to give this one a double bond, and then we're going to give that one a double bond. Showing all the possible locations for that one double bond. And then we connect our resonance structures with double arrows. And then, since it's an ion, we draw square brackets around the whole mess and put the charge in the upper right-hand corner.
Is everyone ready? Let's get ready for chemistry! Ah! Yeah, 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 yeah.